Hey, how you doing? I'm actually inside a mine, the building actually of a mine in Northern California. You can see behind me the rock crusher machine. So there's the motor right there, and then there's the rock crusher. And if you look where that light is, right about there, about 15 to 20 feet above me, that is where they actually would dump the rock. The rock would come down through this rock crusher and would go down below under me, and they would take a look at the dirt and they would find the gold, go through their panning process, right? Um, and eventually, in the early 1900s, the employees realized that, they're probably going to make a whole lot more money working above ground as the economy started changing, right? And so they realized that they could probably have better working conditions, may even make the same amount of money, but they would be above ground. And in addition to that, the government regulations started changing and making it more difficult to start pulling rock out of the ground. So it's a lot like with your retirement account, right? You're saving money and saving money and saving money. The government has complete control of your 401k. Any type of account that you're getting the tax deduction today on is 100% controlled by the government. So they can make laws and change things accordingly so that they can get more money. That's exactly what they recently did with the CARES Act and the CARES Act 2.0. And I'll give you a quick example. The 401k or any type of IRA, you can no longer leave money to your children like you used to be able to as an inherited IRA. It used to be with an inherited IRA, you can leave your money to your children and not have to worry about anything else. They would keep the fund or the 401k account, and then it would be called an inherited account. They would be able to hang on to it until it's time for them to retire, and they can enjoy a nice extra bit of money. Well, that's no longer possible. The law changed in 2019. It says that your children now have to spend down all of your money within a 10-year period of time. Now, that may not seem like a big deal, but let's say you left $1 million behind and your children are doing very well financially because you taught them well, and now they have to take an additional 100 grand a year out of your account and spend it all, whether they need it or not. And then they have to pay the tax on it. And oh, by the way, if they're under 59 and a half when they inherit your IRA, they have to pay the extra 10% penalty because they're not 59 and a half or older. So you're essentially leaving them a big tax bill. My point here is that as time goes on, things change and laws change. And when our money is controlled by the government, they can do whatever it is they want to do, just like they did. And this has been a law that hasn't been touched in 30 years, actually 50 years, right? The 401k was created in 1978. And so with your retirement plan, you're saving and saving and saving, you're building your business, you're getting prepared to sell your business so that you have money to enjoy retirement with, but how much money do you actually need? Because you have to make your money last for a lifetime, right? And nobody really knows how long they're going to live. But we all want to make sure that we don't outlive our money. So how do you take what you've done so far and make sure that it never runs out in your lifetime? And also ensure that you have a lifestyle during retirement that is no different than when you were working. Being able to protect your assets or your nest egg from market fluctuations, economical changes. The value of the dollar, as we know, the value of the dollar, I don't have to tell you about inflation and how it's been affecting us lately, price of gas, all these things that you cannot control. But what you can control is we might have a strategy that allows you to perhaps collect double-digit returns on your money, on your nest egg, with no market losses, and also make sure that you're able to have income for the rest of your life. Not everybody can qualify for this type of thing, but what if there was a way that you could make sure that your money lasted a lifetime, and for your spouse, to make sure your spouse never runs out of money as well, and if you want, you can leave money to your kids, a charity, your church, whatever it is you want to do, and still not affect or reduce your lifestyle during retirement. Let's say, wouldn't it be cool if you had what we call mailbox money, to where you know that whether you need it or not, the money's coming into your box, right? Or nowadays, it's really being deposited into your checking account. Wouldn't it be nice to have a set amount of money that you know is coming in regardless of the economy, regardless of the tax laws? These are the things that we do. And if this is something that you think could benefit you and your retirement plan and your family, go ahead and let me know. And in your next meeting, you can let your advisor know if you don't talk to me, and see if you qualify for one of our plans.